Winner, winner. Who's the winner of the first ever Dookey Dash? Blur leaves OpenSea in the dust. Coinbase punches the man in the face, then goes number 2 all over him. It's a big one this week. Today is the last day of February 2023, and this is the MetaMentors crypto news of the week. Take it away, Ben.
I guess it's this month. Today's the last day of the month. It's February. They had the inaugural Dookey Dash from Yuga Labs. We sort of talked about it. I didn't want to show any clips from it because it's a pretty disgusting looking game. But apparently that's what we get for missing out. It increased the amount of people with some sort of a Yuga Lab NFT by 40%. The guy who ended up having the high score overall, he won an NFT key for being the winner of Dookey Dash. He sold it for $1.63 million. So 1,000 ETH. He sold it to a billionaire entrepreneur. But it was just a game that they created. You had to have a sewer pass to play. It was kind of like Flappy Birds or Temple Run. And it was based on how far you got and how fast you got there. And so everybody was doing it. They were talking about how many good things came from it. One of the things is that a whole bunch of pro players, this guy who won it, he's a Fortnite player who has a Twitch and, streams himself playing video games. So he was streaming himself. He was streaming himself doing it. So he's got an audience, and they said that, like I said, the Yuga community grew by 40% during the month just with people buying or renting these NFTs to be able to play. So it reached a whole new audience. A lot of people got to see the games, and they're already talking about what they're going to be doing next. And with the success of this one and the fact that somebody who has a following just won 1,000 or an NFT worth 1,000 ETH, that really sets it up well for the next time they have a game.
Yeah, is it? I didn't watch any of the game. You said you caught some of it. Other than being gross, it sounds like it was high quality. I'm starting to wonder what came first, like the quality of this project that is driving all this excitement and fun, or is it the excitement and fun of this project that's actually driving all of the interest of it? Because it appears to me that this project, this community just keeps hitting home run after home run after home run. There's so much excitement, demand out of it. Even in a bear market, it's crushing it.
Yeah, your background talks about the Mana token and Decentraland, and we're going to talk about that in our episode this week. And when I was looking at how big Decentraland is right now, it's at almost the very top of all the charts in the metaverse, and way above it is the ape coin, is the Yuga Labs, the stuff that they're doing over there with the other deeds. So yeah, it is Yuga Labs, Dookey Dash, Bored Ape Yacht Club, all of that stuff. They are at the top of the game right now. It is probably because of stuff like this, it is getting the most excitement, the most views, the most eyeballs, bringing in the most new people. So
awesome.
Yes, very cool.
Keep it going, Yuga.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we want. That's the whole thing, is it's kind of building a community. It's getting other new people in. It's showing people what's going on. The guy who ended up winning it, became a millionaire overnight. I think they said in Fortnite winnings, he's won $700,000. So beating one game of Dookey Dash, and he tripled it because he won twice as much in 1 month. So
I own some ape coin myself. So
all right. Well, you're right in there. You get an NFT and you can play Dookey Dash next month.
Yes.
I've
been preparing at home to play.
All right. Yeah, I'm an expert at the Dookey Dash. Speaking of Bored Ape Yacht Club, we've had a lot of NFTs this month get sold. Okay, it was the largest NFT dump ever. Just in the last week, in the past 48 hours, one guy sold 1,010 NFTs for, it was like $18.6 million. And there's a reason. That's just one whale who had all of those NFTs. And they figured out afterwards that he was basically washing them, doing the what do they call that? Investing
Laundering. Oh,
basically laundering it. You can't do it if you wash a stock sale. If you wash a sale, you sell it and then immediately buy back, but you write the other ones off on your taxes. Well,
right.
this Blur market, the Blur NFT market, was having an airdrop for people who bought and sold the most NFTs over the last month. So he obviously was cleaning up. He was buying and selling a lot. He had whatever the airdrop was. It was over $1 million worth of coins or tokens or NFTs that he got for buying and selling so many NFTs over the course of the month. But then they found out he was just kind of selling them to either his friends or it was all to the same wallets and then trading them back. All right. So for the month of February, Blur has officially overtaken OpenSea as the primary NFT trading marketplace. While OpenSea does have more traders, there's more volume, more money, and more actual trade counts going on Blur. You can see on these series of tables, the orange is Blur, blue is OpenSea. It's nice and steady. There's OpenSea's still doing good. There's nothing to worry about there, but Blur has gone off the charts on a couple of these. And like they said, a lot of it is due to some of the airdrops and some of the competitions that Blur's had to get more people over there and to get them trading on the NFT marketplace, including the guy who sold 1,010 NFTs. That guy, by the way, sold 90 BAYCs for 5,707 ETH, 191 MAYCs, 112 Azukis, and 308 other deeds. And that all totaled up to 1,000 NFTs for $18.6 million. And I'm not sure how many of those he's already bought back or if he just traded them to a different account, but that's what he moved through Blur over the month of February. Also this week, Coinbase just beat a class action lawsuit.
It was
Coinbase,
the man. Take that, the man, trying to hold down crypto.
A Manhattan federal judge dismissed a class action lawsuit against the crypto exchange. He said the plaintiffs had failed to establish their claims and that Coinbase's marketing efforts did not constitute solicitation. They were getting sued over the securities, blah, 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 blah. But after there's been a lot of, unease hanging over the Coinbase stock price with that lawsuit looming. After it got dismissed, it went up 24%. So
holding down the price.
Yep. So basically, I was seeing on MilkRoad, they were talking about the winners and losers from February, and they said Coinbase is a winner just because they've managed to stay out of trouble, just because everybody else is getting their staking shut down and getting wrapped up in other stuff. So just by getting that lawsuit dismissed and not having anything bad happen, they're a winner for February. But if that wasn't enough, they're also working on their own layer 2 to help people create quicker, faster, and cheaper decentralized apps on their protocol. It's called Base. They have no plans right now to immediately release a token. So, like Polygon's a layer 2, it has a token. They don't. They're just concerned with getting some people on there, getting some projects started, and bridging over the assets. So,
yes, similar to a Polygon or some of the other layer 2s, it's riding on the Ethereum chain, but much faster, should be much cheaper. They say that's kind of, some of the stories I've read about some of these other projects, if they introduce a token like right off the bat, they say be wary about that because that's a good way to raise capital right away. That's not necessarily a bad sign, but just do your due diligence. If they're not issuing a token right away, then that shows some good strength, which from Coinbase you would think would be the case.
Right, which is definitely what they're doing. Yeah, and it's not always necessarily like a cash grab, but when a project has to sell a token right at the very beginning, that means they need the money, and they're, so if they don't sell as much as they want, or there's always a chance that they've made promises to outside investors, to ICO holders. And as soon as that price spikes up, they might unload as much as they can and take the money. And that usually puts the project under a little bit of stress. So when, a company like Coinbase is starting a layer 2 and they're not needing any capital raised to do it, that usually means they're in it for the good of the project, which is nice.
Yeah, pretty promising. I like the name too, Base.
Yeah, it's great, obviously, because Coinbase, but second, because it's all about building a strong, sturdy base and having, good decentralized apps on a nice, safe, efficient, secure network. And I'm all about that. So that's what we've got for the news this week.
Man, good stuff. Kind of some infrastructure stuff going on. Little gaming, little infrastructure, little number 2. Dookie theme.
2 number 2s. Yeah.
2 number 2s.
A layer 2 and a number 2 based game. So
way to break in March. All right, tune in. Watch if you like what we're doing, watch any of our episodes. We're constantly improving. This week, as you can see behind me, we're going to cover Decentraland Mana. It's the last of our series of Decentraland. And then we're moving on. We're taking it up a notch. We're constantly improving. So,
and as you can see behind me,
don't embarrass us, Ben.
These are the Ninja Turtles. That's embarrassing. Ninja Turtles 3. Not a great episode.
Clearly.
Yeah. All right. See you then.